Day 2. Just left Hawk Mountain Shelter, heading to, Gooch Shelter. Hawk Mountain Shelter was packed. We had 9 people in the shelter, 2 people outside. Got there kind of late, so we decided not to tent. And we were cold and wet and hungry, and that's all we cared about. So, getting a little bit of a late start today, but we're only doing 7-something miles. It's supposed to have a snowstorm come in, so that's why we're going to stop at Gooch. Everybody else is too because of it, so it is cold and wet right now. So cold. I think the highs are only supposed to be up in the mid-30s or something. So, okay. Trail slippery. So, I'll try to film some more later. We still have, I don't know, like 5 miles to go. It's so wet. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Not 5. We have 4.5 miles to go. But it's this is why I've not been videoing today, because it is super, everything's just slippery. Jim is ahead of me. Nikki and Misty are behind us somewhere. So it's just been a slow day. We're thinking that's probably actually going to end up taking us, oh, look at that step, 4 days to get into Nils Gap with the pace that we've been going, which is okay. Whoa. I don't know, we'll have to see tonight. Look at the AT guide and stuff. But yeah, I gotta let you go because this is like almost straight downhill, and the last thing I need to do is fall. Well, guys, finally got my snow. Unfortunately, it's also raining and snowing at the same time, which sucks. Oh crap. So I made the decision to that we are going into town tonight. We still have, I'm just coming down, I think this is Sassafras Mountain. I don't know, I'd have to look again. Anyway, anyways, we left the shelter late, and we knew it was supposed to start snowing. We knew it was supposed to rain all day. And we were wanting to get to the next shelter before this happened and before we got completely soaked through. And that didn't happen, and that's okay. I don't want any of us to get hypothermia, and I don't mind going into town. And I actually always told my husband, and I made promises to my mom and my kids and freaking all my friends, look, if you got into a situation where you knew that it could be bad, that you need to get yourself out of it. And then I would. So, I'm not stupid. Got my umbrella, so I'm having to dodge some of this stuff. Anyway, yeah, so I made that promise to them. And I also told myself that if I ever started getting kind of down in the dumps, and mind you, it's been 2 days of rain, so hey, I knew this would happen anyway. But, go into town, have a pick-me-up, and yeah, it may take me longer to complete the trail, but I don't really care. This is my experience, and this is what, this is my little adventure. And, thankfully I have a husband and children and parents that are extremely supportive of this. So, and doing that also means when I get into a situation like this, I need to get my butt off the trail. My umbrella just dropped because I don't have it secured to my pack. That's a whole nother story. Anyway, so I'm actually really enjoying this right now. Like, I was kind of getting down in the dumps with all the rain, and I get snow. Yay! So now I'm like pumped. Anyway, but my rain mittens, very thick winter Gore-Tex covered rain mittens, are completely soaked through now. My pants are not. So my anti-gravity gear, rain pants actually are great. My Outdoor Research Helium 2 rain jacket, not so much. It is soaked through. So guess we'll be changing that out. Oh God, this is amazing. Anyway, so I just wanted to give y'all a heads up of what's going on and why there won't be so much video today, just like there wasn't yesterday. And I'm going down here. I really need my trekking poles now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Wow, look at the trail now. I'm not gonna video for long because there's lots of rocks. Things are obviously a little bit slippery out here. The girls should be now only maybe 15 minutes behind me. A guy just passed by and I asked him, and he said that he just saw them at the top getting ready to come down. So that's good. It's kind of how we've been passing messages to each other all day. So, woo. Okay. My mom's going to have a fit if she sees this and knows that I'm not using my trekking poles and just trying to walk down it. So that's probably all it until I get to the parking lot, which I think should be soon. I don't know, but I'm really kind of enjoying this. And now I don't want to get off the trail, but I know we have to for tonight. Anyway.
Here.
So they were coming down when I was like holding back a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, did you see those two girls back there? They're like, yeah, they're a while back, or they're a ways back there though. And I was like, oh, because we're gonna try and call a shuttle. And he's like, I got a van. Is it okay?
Yeah, I tried to send you guys a message.
I got it. Well, yeah, but just I didn't even think to look.
Yeah.
You know. And
my fingers were too freaking frozen I was trying to put it in the inReach for your names, and my fingers were frozen. We stopped for lunch. I was like, hopefully one of them has a phone on and they'll get it.
Howdy guys. So sorry the lighting's kind of bad. So we are at the hotel in I just yanked my hair out. In a city I can't pronounce, so I'm not going to even try. We got picked up from Cooper Gap. Yeah. Sounds right. Yeah. Cooper Gap. And we actually didn't get a shuttle. So cool little story. And if by chance you're out there watching this, thank you so much again. So, you know, I was looking for a shuttle. Sorry, last video cut off because my husband called me and it shut it off. So anyways, the story. I was looking for a shuttle because I just realized that, you know, we weren't going to make it to the shelter early enough. Weather was starting to get really bad and it had not started snowing yet, but it was really cold and it had been raining all day. From the moment we woke up, it was kind of sprinkling, but as soon as we started leaving, it was just, a steady pouring rain all day, started soaking through everybody's rain gear. I mean, just a little crazy. So we knew it was gonna get bad. We also knew that Gooch shelter is pretty much gonna be filled up because everybody that we had sheltered with was going there. And then there were also like 5 other hikers that had passed by us who said that that's where they were going to. So we, you know, it was just better for us to go ahead and come into town. And I'm actually glad we did. Oh, excuse me. Because I guess that the system was worse than they expected or something. I don't know. I mean, as soon as I got service, we were getting all kinds of messages like, you might want to think about coming down. Do you know that the kind of weather you're fixing to get? You know, that kind of stuff. People worried about us. So I think I made a good call for us to come down. I think we needed to come into town for safety reasons. So, and plus, I mean, it was a crappy day. I mean, I know that I can't come into town every crappy day. Actually, I could. But yeah, it was just, we needed a morale boost anyway. And anyways, all worked out great. So, as after I had told Jim, hey, this is what we need to do, I was like, go ahead. And, you know, we were already at the top of Sassafras and coming down. And I told him, you know, just go ahead, let's go to the parking lot. Or actually he wanted to go to the parking lot, hoping that we could find some kind of cover. And of course there's not, but, well, there turned out to be, but I'll get to that in a second. So, yeah, so we started coming down. I was hiking down a little bit slower, than normal. Ripley and Misty were still behind us quite a ways. Misty has been having some really bad issues with her knees, and it is very, very slow going. So, anyway, you know, so I was like, well, crap, I need to get a message to them somehow, and tried sending it through text message because I did have some service and it didn't go through for whatever reason. And, anyways, yeah, so I was looking for a shuttle driver, and as I'm going down, 2 guys passed by, and I was like, hey, did you see 2 girls, you know, behind me? And they were like, yeah, they're a ways back though. And I was like, okay, and kind of told them, you know, what was going on. And I was like, yeah, we're just going to call a shuttle because I think that's just the best thing to do right now. And he goes, oh, I have a van and it's at the parking lot. You know, I'll be more than happy to take y'all into town. And they say the trail provides, and it did. So thank you so much. I am so sorry I did not get your name. I am so tired and I was so waterlogged, but you know that. So if by chance you run across this, please comment so I know who you are. I know that you're through hiking too. So, I just think that's really cool. So thank you. So anyways, we get down there and, we get into town, and, yeah, as we were leaving, you can tell from the video, it was just snowing pretty good. By the time that the girls got to the van, I mean, you couldn't see the trail. It was all white. Everything was white. So, and roads were starting to get slick and stuff like that. So I think we made a good call. So that's what we're doing. So our plan for tomorrow, I should also mention that Misty has decided to, go ahead and leave the trail because of her knees. They're just too bad. Okay, so let me show you what our plan is for tomorrow. All right, so our plan for tomorrow is, this is where we got off, and that's where we will get back on. And our plan tomorrow is to go ahead and go back to Gooch Mountain Shelter, or go to Gooch Mountain Shelter. It's going to be a Nero. It's 3.5 miles ish or whatever to there. So we should get there kind of early. We're not leaving. We're not checking out of the hotel until checkout time of 11. We decided to sleep in and enjoy this, and before we get out into the blistering cold tomorrow. There's not supposed to be any rain or anything like that, but it is supposed to be really cold. But it will be sunny, so we are okay with that. So yeah, our plan is to do a Gooch Mountain Shelter and kind of just get there. And then from there, the next day, we'll kind of decide what to do. The shelters are, you can see a Gooch Mountain Shelter right here. So all the numbers here are the shelters in front of it. So the next shelter from there is 12 miles, 13.2, and 22.3, the next 3 shelters. And so they're spaced a little bit further apart. And yeah, I don't know really what we're doing. We're thinking maybe we could do Lance Creek, just camp there. That would make it almost a 10-mile day. We're trying to keep it on average 10 miles right now. So it is going to take us like an extra, I think an extra day, maybe an extra 2 days to get to Nil Gap. We have Blood Mountain coming up, which is a pretty asshole of a mountain. Excuse my French. Sorry, kids. So we're trying to figure out that. Anyway, so we'll get to Nil Gap at some point, right? But that's our plan. So, yeah, I guess that's it. I think that's all that I got to say today. If you have any questions or whatever, you can leave them in the comments below. But yeah, and it is very possible that we may not even make it back out tomorrow because the weather here, you know, it dropped all of this rain over the last 2 days, and now we're going into freezing. And I mean, they've already canceled schools for tomorrow and all kinds of stuff, so the roads might be too icy for anything to happen. If that's the case, then I guess we're taking a 0. But we knew this could happen starting in February, and we're okay with that. We would rather be safe than sorry. And for all the hikers that are out there right now, that we met and everything, if you're watching and you made it to Gooch Mountain Shelter and realized that, oh, we didn't show up, well, this is where we are. And I really hope that y'all are being safe, and cuddle up if you have to, and stay warm. Man, it was just a crappy day. But until next time, guys, hike on.